Hi everybody, welcome again to my channel. I want to thank everybody for their likes, shares, and subscribes. I am here to bring you another video, and most of the topics that I come up with, I just think about what's going on in my daily life. Things that I've experienced in the past. So it could be past, present, or things that I foresee coming. So again, I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your day to visit. And today's topic is going to be about narcissism. And I wanted to say, I think I'm gonna title this video, "If you keep up the drama, always sneak this, sis, your baby daddy might be a narcissist." So this is talking about people that have children with narcissistic men. And I would have said child's father and all that, and they probably like, baby daddy is ghetto, but it's ghetto to have to co-parent with these people. So I'm just gonna call it what it is, your baby daddy. Again, I'm laughing and joking, but this is really a serious matter. I feel like it's very hard to co-parent with a narcissist, because not only are you healing yourself to get over that abuse, and like I said, most of the times before you realize that you've even been in a narcissistic relationship, it's done been years, because you don't know what's wrong with them. You thinking that y'all just going back and forth, and or you think that, oh, we just gonna be together. You think it's kind of cute. Y'all just keep breaking up and getting back together, breaking up and get back together. Before then you realize that this is really toxic and it's narcissistic. This person is trying to break me down. So again, I just want to talk about some points that happens when you're sharing custody with narcissists, or where you guys are just trying to have some type of arrangement so that you both can see your child and y'all both can raise the child. So different households, but y'all still trying to work together. I want to start off by saying, first of all, it's never hard trying to team up with somebody to raise a child, because you guys have two totally different mindsets. The narcissistic parent is very, very, very selfish. Unfortunately, recently here, the narcissist decided to say he's never told my son he's never coming to get him again. So, with narcissistic fathers, they will basically emotionally abuse the child, because there's no reason why. You know that you're going to try to come back around them. So why even tell them and be dramatic and be emotional and say, oh, well, I'm never coming back and get you. Packed his stuff up and everything, put it in my car, packed this stuff, said he wasn't coming back, told my son he wasn't coming back, things like that, and called me out my name. I'm going to cuss your mama out, and called me the B word, but don't want to get called the B word. So narcissistic fathers, raising, when you have to raise them with them, when you have to raise your child with them, it can be very hard. You're co-parenting with someone that threatens you. You're co-parenting with a person that is a bully. They're bullying you. They want everything to go their way. They want the child to act exactly the way they want the child to act, or they don't want nothing to do with them. It's okay for the child to act out. It's okay for the child to disrespect everybody else, as long as they don't disrespect that narcissistic parent. They cool. They cool with everything else until it comes back on them, and then that behavior that they once praised for that child and ignored and swept under the rug and thought it was cute, and let the child do whatever they want to do. Now that it's going back on them, now it's a problem. The narcissistic parent will basically try to get you to sell your soul, because when I say sell your soul, is going against something that you would never do. They want everything to be about them. If you don't agree with the way they think, the way they move in, the way that they feel like you should act and the child should act, then they're against you. But if you do go along with it, it's still not going to make them happy. So you're selling your soul, and it's still not going to give them enough. It's still never going to be enough. You're never going to be enough. They're still going to smear campaign you to the other people in their family, to your family. They're going to pretend like you haven't done nothing for the child, like they've been doing everything. What happens is they masks start falling off. They get tired of pretending like they're the better parent. They get tired of feeling like, they got it all together, and they feel like now, all of a sudden my plan backfired because I've been pretending like I'm this good parent and I'm buying the child this and doing this for them and spending time with them. I'm tired. I'm tired of faking, and now the other parent gets to do whatever they want to do. So they will start letting their mask slip because they're in their mind, they're thinking, I didn't do nothing but grant her more permission to go out and party, go out and have a life now, and I'm stuck with the child. Oh no, this done backfired. My plan to ruin her done backfired. So, they'll go ahead and stop pretending like they father of the year. Once they see that you're not bothered, you're okay with the child being with them. You're okay with, if they don't come and get the child, it doesn't matter if they don't come and get them or if they do come and get them. If you're cool with either scenario, they're going to find a way to make it difficult for you and the child. Narcissistic fathers, most of the time they come in, they prey on women who got effed up relationships with their own father or have no fathers. So be on the lookout if you wasn't raised with a strong male figure in your life, or you don't have a family full of strong men, or even one strong man that took time out to raise you. Those are the people that they prey on. They're looking to be your father. They're looking to be your God. If you don't have a strong faith foundation, you don't have, shaky morals, values, and strong boundaries for yourself. Narcissistic fathers can come on in. Narcissistic men that you engage with that may possibly be a father to your child will come on in and swoop you up because that's what they're going for, the women that has no guidance. A lot of these narcissistic men, these baby daddies, they got messed up relationship with their moms. They pretend like they got a good relationship with them. Some people even call them mother's boys, mama's boys, but it's a love-hate relationship that they have for their own mamas. In one breath, they say they love them because that's politically correct, and they have to say that so that people won't be like, oh, that's negative. But then in the same breath, they're thinking about all the horrible things they went through, how their mama was talking to them like a piece of crap, or how their mama might have let them get away with a lot of stuff and they didn't provide them no guidance. So, sometimes they have these parents to let them do whatever. And sometimes they have these parents that's real strict, but, and even though they was real strict, they wasn't there for them. They wasn't properly nurturing them. They wasn't guiding them. They wasn't giving them the attention that they needed. And so it's a love-hate relationship that they have for their mom. They want to keep you in fear. So the point is for them to always have the control. They want you to be scared of them. They want you to be scared to go against them. They want you to be scared that you can't cope, that you can't parent your child by yourself in case they decide to walk off. They want you to be in a state where you feel like you need them and you got to keep begging them. That way that they can keep on treating you any kind of way because you need them to help parent the child with you. So they tend to not like independent women. They want the women who needs them. Let's be clear, ladies. I've been asked a billion times if I would want to get into a relationship with another woman. I don't have nothing against that or anything like that, but not me. I'm strictly, you feel me? And so strictly, thickly, and so, but what I realized is a lot of the time, first of all, I'm not attracted to women like that. And like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it if you are, but I'm not. And second of all, being with a narcissistic baby daddy, they make you feel like you've been in a relationship with a woman for years. And that's how I feel. He acts very moody. It's like a toxic female. He's the center of attention. Now he's in his emotions and don't want nothing to do with my son. This is the stuff that I be talking about. You will feel like you are like you in a relationship with a woman. They really want to be secretly taken care of. They really don't want to work like that. They want you to take care of them like the woman. They get jealous of women because they feel like, man, all we got to do is have sex and we can get a man to take care of us. They wish that they can. All the women that they done screwed and they still ain't got a bag. They still ain't got this. They whores. So they just mad that they feel like a woman can get money easier than they can. And they will be like, well, I wish I could because I don't mind sleeping with a lot of people. So they're jealous of women. They're very, like I said, they're very feminine, and it's the toxic feminine. They use your child they try to use the child as an excuse. So they will use your child as an emotional punching bag. Or they use the child to make their current partner jealous, or when they're ignoring their current partner, they'll say, oh, well, I got to spend time with my child. Oh, it's about my child. When in actuality, you at home getting no attention, or they mistreating you and they blaming it all on their child. So either they're scapegoating the child as being someone that's getting on their nerves and that's why they treating you bad, or they scapegoating the child to distance themselves from you. So... and that's for their other partner. And then for you, they trying to basically keep ties with you. So they want to know where you're going. They still want to have a form of control by using y'all child that y'all have together. So ultimately, the child is just being used. They try to break you with the child. So they'll stop paying child support, stop doing for the child, stop coming to get them. They think that that's hurting you, and all while it's hurting your child. And then once your child get up in age, like my child is, now he's seeing everything for himself. I don't even have to say anything negative about the father. The child is seeing everything and watching everything that's going on between us. So I always advise women not to talk down to the fathers in front of the kids, because that's going to be the excuse that they use as to why they do not want anything to do with their children. They users. They will use you as the baby mama for time. They use you for time, your energy, sex, your money. Again, a lot of these narcissistic men want to get taken care of. Baby daddies want to get taken care of, or they just had a kid with you so that they can keep running back and forth in between you and being single. So they can have a part-time family, be a part-time family man, and then go run the streets the other half. So don't allow yourself to be used by these narcissistic men. They compete with you. So the whole time they're trying to figure out what you got going on, what kind of money you got in your pocket, this and that. And it's not a competition between parents. We should have been working together to raise our children. You guys should be working together to raise your child or children together. And instead, they're trying to figure out how they can be better than you. That's what I said. It's like being in a relationship with a woman, because usually women are competing with each other and in a toxic way. And you looking up and the whole man is competing with you. It's very weird. It's disturbing. They will talk down about you in front of your child. So he called me all kind of B's in front of my son, and my son had to say, what my mom had to do with it? She hasn't done anything to you, and you talking about you about to cuss my mother out, and you called her a B out of her name. Why? So, they don't have no respect, for you. And his father this whole time is pretending like he respected me, this and that, been watching his mouth. Like I said, his mask is slipping. He's tired of being fake. So now the real him is coming out, and now my son is being able to see what actually is going on. So I just want to say this. Your children will see. You don't have to talk down about the child. You don't have to. And then I would even say, like some people say, well, keep your children away from the men. In my case, I let him help. I didn't let him. He's the father, so he's entitled to raise his child with me. But the thing about it is once I found out he was a narcissist, my child was already big. So sometimes our children are there to break the generational curse that is in the family of narcissism. Just like I went and I was around my narcissistic father, he's been around his narcissistic father. Maybe he will be the curse breaker. Maybe your child will be the curse breaker. So again, if you've already had your children around these narcissistic people, maybe they're the one that's going to change the dynamic in the family. It could be on your side of the family, or it could be on their father's side of the family. So, you know, stay prayed up, you know, be strong. Handle this very maturely. We know that these narcissistic parents are very immature. It ain't no sense of you acting crazy, acting like you are immature just to argue with these people. These people don't care about your feelings. They don't care about how you feel. So, you know, just take the classy way out and just, it'll speak for itself. Time will speak for itself, and your children will know the truth. The world will know the truth, and you know that God always knows the truth. So again, I was just bringing these messages to you guys.